Yeah, hi guys. So we are on this chat about back pain, and are your doctors listening enough to you? Okay, so we might actually have no audience, so okay, but it's okay. It's a trial, so we'll just get on with things. Wish you were saying something. What do you want
Yeah,
to say?
hi. So this is Dr. Rajat Chauhan.
You are Rajat Chauhan?
This is Dr. Rajat Chauhan,
Okay.
and he's a sports medicine and exercise medicine specialist, and he's been in this field more than 25 years practicing.
Okay, fine. Whatever you say.
Okay, today we're going to talk about are the doctors are listening to you enough? As in, like, do they listen to what you have come for? Do they listen to your pain? Do they listen to your symptoms? Are they giving you enough time? Because this is the article about Dr. Rajat Chauhan had written. Are the doctors listening to you? Over to you, sir.
Okay, so the idea is I'll just talk. Okay, so let's
Right.
just see if people show up or whatever.
Sure.
And okay, so the point is back pain is a big issue, so it is the biggest reason to go to, doctors.
Right.
And between back pain and neck pain, back, neck, knee,
Right.
it is a very, very important thing. So it's about how are people dealing with it, what is happening with it,
Yeah.
is it being managed properly or not? And one of the things that I was saying in the article was the problem is if it's such a big reason that patients, so many of them are coming, where does it go wrong? Why don't people understand it enough?
Okay.
The thing is, doctors, when we guys are doing our MBBS, and there's only one guy actually who is an audience, but it's okay. So it's basically during MBBS, the textbook of medicine, whether it's a Davidson or whatever, it is only limited. It has a page and a half or so, okay, on back pain.
About the back pain.
Yes. And if there's only a page or two about back pain, then suddenly what happens is it isn't of much of importance because you have a book this thick.
Yeah.
And a page and a half about back pain, MBBS. So that's a doctor.
Yeah.
Now suddenly what happens because of that, they're not actually reading it seriously enough because it will not show up in the exam.
Right.
So suddenly, is it worth reading about? Because if it's not going to show up, why read it?
Okay.
So that's the doctor's view to why they're not focusing enough. After that, the doctors start getting further on, after 5.5 years of MBBS in India at least, they're then going into various post-graduation things. So even if it is something like rheumatology, orthopedics,
Yeah.
whatever else, anesthesiology maybe, pain management wise,
Right.
the point is they're focusing too much on the technology.
Right.
I mean techniques of procedures and all that, how it's to be done.
Right.
So injuries, what I mean is the back pain is not focused on enough, how to kind of take a simple history.
Yeah.
What is back pain about? Because the biggest reasons for back pain is,
Yeah.
common back pain is simple muscle aches and imbalances and all that.
Right.
So that's not being catered to enough, or they don't understand enough.
Okay.
Again, when a patient has a back pain for 10 years, a very simple thing is you need to understand them, you need to hear them first.
Right.
10 years history, then what needs to be happening is, if there's a 10 year of history, first thing is just hear them out.
Yeah.
We guys today in this instant gratification age, we're not spending enough time talking to our patients.
Right.
And that is a big, big, big deal.
Right.
And again, one of the things I covered in my article was, how soon are we interrupting our patients? We are interrupting them too soon.
Yeah.
When we interrupt them, they can't tell their story.
Right.
Half the battle is won if we just listen to them.
Right.
We're not listening to them. So someone telling you, yeah, he has a back pain, but if he does not tell you he or she is there pregnancy or not, kind of a thing. Just an example.
Okay.
What is happening? How are the periods? So if you're not listening to them enough,
Yeah.
and you jump in too soon and you start writing your diagnosis and management,
Right.
it messes up. So I think that's my biggest issue with people who are dealing with back pains.
Right.
That's the doctor story. People were saying, what about physios?
No, I read something. I read in an article, like it said, back pain is the empress of the diseases.
I actually wrote it. So the thing is,
Yeah.
so
that's what.
exactly. We say cancer is the
The
emperor, like an emperor
Yeah.
of diseases.
Yeah.
When you're diagnosed with cancer, we all know we are going to die. Just that then it's 100% confirmed because people till then are hiding away from it.
Right.
So cancer is like your death sentence is just there, and you don't know when is that going to happen to you.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the thing about cancer.
Right.
But the thing is, cancer kills you
Right.
in due time. The thing is, back pain does not kill you.
Yeah.
But the point is, it does not let you live either while you're alive. So that's the big issue with it.
Right.
Your quality of life goes for a toss.
Yeah.
So I don't know if people know enough, but the amount of money spent by the society on cancer,
Right.
all of them together,
Right.
is lesser than back pain alone. So back pain is such a big deal when it comes to the cost on the society for a back pain.
So is it for continents like Asia also is the same? Or
Same
like,
thing.
is it like
Same thing.
Western countries or something like that? Right? It's all the same.
Across the world, so it's not, these statistics are not only limited to just like UK or US.
Right.
Again, across the globe,
Right.
same story. Back pain is a one which messes up things. Just that in UK, you can complain about a back pain, and people sympathize with you a little bit more.
Right.
In India, they're like, yeah, back pain, get on with it. But it messes up your life, your personal life. You're not able to do things.
Right.
You're not able to carry on your physical activities. So it affects everything.
Are those incidents people have come with those kind of stuff that they are not able to? I mean, for example, they are not even able to live with their kids and stuff like that, like because of the back pain in India. Like, has it gone so worse?
Easy. No, I don't know what you were saying worse. So it's a very common thing that
It affects
people
so
are
much.
people are not able to play with their kids. I mean, what's the point of putting all that money together, working your butts off, if I can say that,
Yeah.
and then not able to spend your time with your kid who's 3 years old, wants to play with you, and you can't lift him.
Right.
I mean, isn't that a serious enough issue there?
Right.
So yeah, it's major, and it is across the board. Again, you could be physically active or inactive, but back pain is the major thing in sports.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that we deal with is back pain. It isn't an ankle injury or a knee injury. It is
Right.
back pain. Every sports across the board.
And we all sit like software companies. I mean, computers and stuff like that. Is it that also does have a role in this, right?
So yes, we started sitting some whatever 100 odd years ago or something, but a lot more for the last 50 odd years, because the computers have been around for 50 odd years.
Right.
In a more commercial, like masses have access to computers for the last 50 odd years.
Right.
So we've been sitting on our butt for that time.
Right.
And saying we need to do something about it. So the new thing is that sitting is the new smoking.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if you sit on your butt for that long, it is going to kill you. It's the fourth largest killer today,
It's
indirectly.
injurious to health. It's going to
Sitting
kill you one day.
is anything will.
Right.
Having been born will kill you too. 100% sure. But the point is a lot sooner. Quality of life will go down a lot.
Right.
Things that would have happened 20 years later will happen now.
Right.
Whatever you're doing all that living for is, it's messed up. Your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, the kids that you're earning your money for, you're not able to enjoy. I mean, there's a joke amongst doctors that, you spend your life, talking about everyone. You spend your life collecting all that money, working for it.
Right.
And by the 50, 60, 40, whatever age, you come back to the doctors, whether in hospitals or wherever else, and you give it back to them. So are you earning for doctors only? Right. So if you're just physically active, I think that's important.
Okay.
But I think let's just talk more on what's happening with, the doctors.
Yeah.
Are they listening enough? You're a physio, so what do you think about physios?
I mean, like, we don't listen.
Be blunt.
Much.
Be blunt.
Yeah, we don't listen much.
Mm.
As the article said, like, we interrupt quite a bit. We actually, I mean, like, I don't know. There are treatments of physios has been done within 15 minutes. In other case, I mean, you were saying like, you should listen to people at least 15 minutes. What is it? I mean, what are the causes? What are the pain? Where it is coming from and stuff like that. I don't think that's happening. I mean, whatever you had as a point is a very valid point. Like, you need to listen to the people. You need to listen to the patients before jumping into any conclusions or before just even start any treatment. Which is which day-to-day practice it doesn't happen. Like, as you said, like, I'm a physio who actually to be taking care of back pain, but I don't think I'm listening enough to my patients. There is the cause coming from how did it happen and stuff like that.
So globally, so just taking it on from there, globally what is actually happening is we doctors in sports medicine, like British Journal of Sports Medicine, the editor of it, Dr. Karim Khan, he openly is saying today that, the guys who are specialists in back pain aren't actually doctors, they're physiotherapists.
Oh, okay.
Now that's a very big statement, all right, and by a doctor, right?
From a person like him, who has written big books like on sports medicine and musculoskeletal medicine.
That's right. Now, do you think in India, is that correct statement in India?
I don't think so. It's
Why do you say that?
It's not even one person correct statement.
Why do you say that?
I don't think. I mean, people. quality. I mean, quality is what, like, lacking, right? I mean, like, in first place, if you know what had to be asked, you'll be asking things.
Right.
But you've been given a textbook, as you said, like, even in an MBBS textbook,
Yeah.
it's just like 2 pages.
Yeah.
I don't think, I'm so sorry to say this on a live, I don't think back pain is there in any physiotherapy textbooks.
You serious? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Okay.
I'm a physio, 4.5 years, undergraduate, whatever I've done. I haven't read about back pain. I'm so sorry for this. I'm being blunt on this.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. The books have changed, maybe, right? When I was in my college, which was in 2000, I don't think I've read about back pain. If I would have gotten into an interview saying like treat back pain, I would have said like I don't know what to do. Maybe I put some modalities.
Okay.
Right? I mean, one thing you were saying about in the article is like the muscular weakness and like stiffness and things like that.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Nobody taught me. I mean, that's the truth. I mean, seriously, even today, I don't know people who does like MPT sports medicine, MPT musculoskeletal medicine. I don't know whether they know the examination part and the history taking part. As you were saying, like I happened to be going through Dr. Karim Khan, and he's written 2 pages on history taking, which we are referring to in your article, right? I don't think that's happening in India, in institutions or wherever. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That's true. It's 2017. I'm saying this.
Yeah.
It's been 17 years. I passed out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't gone through any books of mine. I mean, the latest ones. I don't think still they haven't given a chapter to back pain. They haven't given a chapter to musculoskeletal medicine.
So that's news to me. So I'm an outsider. Okay, as much as the whole team of ours has been through years, physiotherapists.
Yeah.
I'm an outsider. I'm not a physio, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not taught in a college of a physiotherapy and all that, right? My understanding of physios was someone who's trained in musculoskeletal medicine. Is that right, or is that actually not right?
No, that's not right.
So what are they trained in? What does happen in 4.5? What are you trained for in 4.5 years as a physio?
See, I mean, there are various subjects that's been trained in as a physio, right? See, I mean, one important subject I would say is biomechanics. I'm saying this on live again. I'm so sorry. My tutor of mine made me read that and then interrupt me saying about explaining. Biomechanics is about practical. I need to know what is the alignment of the body. He just made me read as I'm a 5th class student.
Right.
So, and he would interrupt me saying like, yeah, this is what it is. And then go on reading it. So that is the quality. That is maybe the books has it. But the people who is teaching you doesn't know it yet. That's the truth. So I haven't read musculoskeletal medicine, a word in my book. A word called musculoskeletal medicine.
What are the things that you're reading? I mean, what are you being taught?
Well, first year, I mean, you guys, we go through anatomy, physiology, psychology, sociology.
Fair enough, okay.
Second year onwards, you get into a little bit more and like a little bit of medicine and stuff like that. You will get to know diseases, how you can be ill for a disease like heart disease or like diabetes and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then third year onwards, there's orthopedics, neurology, and
no, but in orthopedics, what is covered?
No back pain. Trust me, I mean, what I know as a physio,
right?
Like what I read a lot about is the degenerative changes in the knee.
Right.
There are books says like this is what happens. I don't think. I mean, maybe I forgot. Maybe I haven't read. I don't think I read about back pain in my juniors.
Fascinating. Okay.
It's true. I mean, like, I don't know. Things have changed. Syllabus have changed. Right?
Yeah,
but people do come out today, and then if you ask them the same question,
precisely that.
They won't have any idea. I'm very sure about this.
No, I mean, I interview physios, and I'm not, again, as it is, I'm saying against my own folks, the doctors. When I interview physios,
right?
It's not. I'm not seeing any much of a difference. Like I agree with you. I mean, I did 2 interviews by the way today, and I asked MPT. Masters in physiotherapy, back pain, how much do you see and how much manual therapy do you do for it? There was no need to ask any further questions because theory might have known, but he did not know, he and she did not know like anything about it. MPTs, both MPTs.
Can you please compare us to the people you worked with in UK? I mean, what are the standards?
So that's it. Yeah. So when Dr. Karim Khan says that physios are specialists in back pain, he is spot on. He's very right.
Okay.
Point is not in India. So the thing is, or not enough in India. So I would say.
I would go by not in India.
No. I think there are good physios in India. Let's not say that. You are a physio, and I think you're very good. Okay, so let's not get into that.
I think we're talking about the truth, right? I mean, the scenario.
No, so having interviewed a lot of physios in India for last 10 years plus,
Right.
90% of them,
Right.
I would not trust with my own back. At least 90%, if not more. Okay, that is sad. Okay. Problem is, what does the patient do in that case? I'm saying doctors don't listen. If they can't listen, they don't know what to do with the back. Physios, we are saying, almost agreeing to saying they don't know enough, they haven't read enough, they don't have enough experience. What does a guy with a back pain do then? Who does he go to?
Pop pills.
Which is the case
Which
right
is the
now.
case,
Yeah,
right?
they get MRIs as if it's a treatment.
It's just an investigation.
So precisely that. No, I mean they are the patient. Sorry for using the term poor, but the poor patients, whether they're rich or not. Point is, the guys who are suffering. Where do they go? What do they do? How do they know any better? If that's the case, so what do you think about it? I mean, I've written a book, but God knows who reads it. But what do you think?
Yeah, it's tough. As in, I mean, people need to know. People need to be aware of what's happening.
So Himanshu says we need to be closer to the microphone. Do you want to come closer to the thing?
Doctors?
Yeah, let me know that.
No,
Little closer.
So whatever we said, it didn't hear.
Yeah, okay, I don't know. Himanshu, is that any clearer? We are slightly closer. I think next time what we'll do, we'll actually do this anyways tomorrow maybe. We'll repeat this whole conversation tomorrow. Microphone, what we'll do is, I should have connected. I have a far better microphone that I could have attached to the phone today. Okay. I mean, since we had it. Yeah. So what do the patients do? I mean, options for them.
I mean, if you want me to be bluntly honest,
Yeah.
they get to a surgeon, get a surgery done.
No, but not all back pains.
Many of them.
Okay.
Many of them. I mean, I don't think I mean, in my opinion as a professional, I don't think even in a slip disc you need a surgery. But how many people are...
But no, listen. I agree.
Yeah.
90% of times.
Yeah.
Okay. But there is 5 to 10%
Yeah, but...
who need a surgery.
But again, that if I had to give a percentage, 90% of the people not aware what to be doing with it.
True.
Right? As you said, very few people are good in India or whatever. How do they access to them? Do they know actually these kind of treatments being done? And who's they? I mean, let's talk about the physios. Like you just said, you interviewed two people, which MPT is a master's.
That's
right?
6.5 years?
That's in total it's 6.5 years. Yeah, I mean, if you fail, you have to do it again and stuff.
No,
like
but
that.
6.5, right?
6.5. As a curriculum, it's 6.5.
And you
right? And you come out of
and you don't know back pain.
Right. See, I don't know who to put the blame to.
No. I think it's not about putting the blame on a physio, doctor, whoever else. I think it's a system.
I think it's a curriculum. The system has to change, right? People need to teach them.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I'm saying, nobody had taught me.
Yeah.
I'm lucky enough to know these things.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I should be saying, even my professors will know about the back pain.
Yeah.
Of what I know.
Yeah.
Because I've worked with you and it's been so long.
Yeah.
10 plus years.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, who's getting this opportunity? Or who's giving them an opportunity?
Right.
Who's teaching them?
Right.
Right? What it is back pain is. Right?
Mm.
I mean, when I came to you, when I was the first, I didn't know what multifidus is.
Okay. All right. Piriformis? Do you know piriformis?
Yeah, piriformis was okay.
Iliopsoas?
Oh yeah, iliopsoas. I mean, I'll be bluntly honest. I don't know.
What percentage?
My patients won't come back to me after this. Once you said to me, just give him a iliopsoas stretch. I was like, what is iliopsoas stretch? Trust me, exercise is not being taught.
No. But again, so the person who I interviewed today,
right,
is working at a place where she's supposed to be giving exercises for knee, and it's a place, it's a center which deals with knee pains,
right?
And not blaming anyone. I mean, blaming the bloody system really here. She did not know what exercises to do except one.
I mean, I'm one of the toppers in my college, right? I just said what I said to you. I don't know. I mean, my professor came out and he said like to many younger students, says like, take him as an example, right? And I come out in this world and then you were telling me like, give him an exercise. Like that's a simple stretch. I didn't know that. Right? So what's the point of making like the topper of whatever and stuff like that and not knowing exercise? Right? I mean, I seriously don't know. I mean, I might have to check it. Like, what is the curriculum actually for MPD sports medicine or musculoskeletal medicine?
Yeah.
Right? Do they teach exercise? Do they teach basic exercise?
Yeah.
I don't think that's happening. I really don't think that's happening.
Sandeep says, this is scary, but it is. I mean, that's the whole point. Who do you go to? I mean, you're going to spend 5 lakhs and it's not the money. I mean, what bothers me is not the money.
Yeah.
Someone's going to put a knife on your back, who you trust because they wear a white coat.
Yeah.
And have a little, tube around their neck, and they don't know about back. They know about the back, but the point is they don't know that most back pains don't need the surgery in the first place. And of course it's scary because, I mean, there was a particular hospital I used to work at, and what is interesting was consultants, doctors would come to me but never refer a patient. You know it. And but that's the scene. The point is they don't want to be operated, but they're operating every patient who comes to them. Sadly, that's what we're dealing with. We're trying to be against the system completely, but I think someone needs to start it, and we've been at it for 10 years. So I think, yeah. Divyani is talking about emphasis needs to be on mobility. So Divyani, the whole thing is, of course it is, yeah. So I think the simplest, okay, if you divide about, like what are the treatments for back pain? I mean, for me it's very, very simple. I mean, it's being acknowledged and recognized by now international, leaders and all that in space of sports medicine and back pain.
Right.
The very first is knowledge. So Divyani, what we're trying to do here is, can we share knowledge? We'll be spending a lot of time on that bit.
Yeah.
But after that comes exactly what you're saying, mobility, move around.
Move around.
Just be active. That whole thing that for the longest time my doctor colleagues have been saying about bed rest.
Yeah.
For the longest time we've been saying it because a certain doctor, again I've mentioned him somewhere, 200 plus years ago said that you need bed rest.
Yeah.
Bed rest is the worst thing that you can do with the back pain.
Right.
Unless it's super sharp, super acute pain.
Right.
You should be as mobile as you comfortably can be. You need to move around.
Right.
I'm not saying touch your toes.
Right.
But can you move? Can you walk a bit?
Right.
Okay. And then third part would be, or the third level will be specific exercises.
Yep.
And the fourth is then manual therapy.
Right.
And after that would be like acupunctures and all that, and quackery after that.
Right.
So pretty much in that direction. So even something like manual therapy is on a level 4.
Yeah.
The most important is information, the knowledge.
Yeah.
All right. And sadly, we are failing our patients because we don't know enough ourselves. Very, very sad.
Yeah.
Just again, not trying to just talk about me, but I got lucky. I'm not saying I was just super intelligent or something. I got lucky to be at the right place at the right time. After MBBS, it wasn't making sense. I did sports medicine from Nottingham.
Right.
Understood that I did not know enough. So luckily, my mentor and the course director, Dr. Peter Gregory, he said, you need to know what to do with your hands because right now we're just injecting people, and when you're on the side of a sports field,
right,
you need to use your hands. You can't inject people.
Right.
And ended up in a London College of Osteopathic Medicine, learned how to use my hands, and I just got lucky because after having done 2 degrees, I still did not know how to listen to a patient.
Okay.
I did not know how to touch a patient.
Right.
I did not obviously know about the muscles in the body. Okay, the largest system in the body. Okay, so it was the 3rd degree, the musculoskeletal medicine / the osteopathic medicine bit.
Right.
That I started understanding what is the back. I think we're live again.
Oh yeah.
And so sorry, there was a phone call, so that's what happened. So again, there's a comment from Divyani, true knowledge is key. We need to learn this for general well-being in schools even. Yeah. People are not aware about options. So Divyani, I'll tell you, the way I've written the book, I've done a book called The Pain Handbook. Yeah, The Pain Handbook with Penguin, and the intended for every.
Wi-Fi works, right?
Yeah, so sorry, Devani. Someone's been trying to call me, and anyways, and there are not too many people listening to this. Anyways, true knowledge is key, and we need to learn this for general well-being in schools. Even intent is, we need to get even class 9th kids to read a book which is talking about yourself. So that was the intent behind writing the book, the Pain Handbook. But I think again, we'll try to do a little bit better organized Facebook lives. We'll announce a little bit better. But I think
it's great, right?
Yeah.
Because at least people, I mean, she's rightly said so.
Yeah.
People need to have the knowledge, as you said, in the treatment outside India, first is knowledge about the pain.
Yeah.
I don't think that's happening in India, right?
I mean, actually generally scary around the world. So at least physios are doing a better job abroad.
Right.
But, let's not, we need to be honest with ourselves. So rather than being nice is okay.
Yeah.
Nice doesn't get us anywhere. We need to be honest.
True.
And at workshops and stuff like that, I've seen, and yeah. So, anyways, I'm just saying that physios generally, there's an issue. I mean, how much they know, what are they doing with it? I'll just say international. I think that's the best way to leave it.
Yeah.
Yes, they are very, very good physios, but are they all like that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced that. Doctors, scary, as Sandeep was saying.
Right.
So how much do they know what is most of back pains about?
Right.
It is not about a disc. Most back pains are about muscles and spasms and simple things like that. Posture. How many of my doctor colleagues know about
I was
that?
about to ask the question.
Yeah.
I mean, so in a physio, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've been taught how to examine a nerve issue in a back pain. I mean,
Yeah.
if I may say that.
Yeah.
But we've never been taught where would be the stiffness, where would be the weakness.
Yeah.
We never touched. I mean, we've never taught to touch.
Yeah.
Like the lower back, as I
Yeah.
said, a multifidus is one of the lower back muscles. I wasn't knowing.
Quadratus lumborum? Did you know quadratus lumborum? That's all right. Okay. All right. So, I think on that note, I think, we've been at it for the last 30 minutes now, almost.
That's good.
What we'll do is either tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we'll do the same again.
Right.
We'll try to announce it better.
Right.
And, just talk about actually the same topic.
Sure.
So maybe it'll be saying the same things, but today was just a trial really. So,
No, as Devyani was saying, we should just do this as an awareness program, at least in a social media, so that people will come to know various topics and stuff like that.
yeah.
I think it was great, sir. I mean, it's really great. We're trying to do more and more for patients.
Yeah.
Right. That's, standardizing some qualities in the field of musculoskeletal medicine. Thank you so much for this, sir.
Thank you. All right.